This is a surprise. Yeah, Nintendo have decided to bring out Wave 4 a lot earlier than I expected. So this is the reason why I'm making a video now, this week, instead of when I usually upload, because it just came so sudden. I mean, I couldn't not make a video on it. So basically, Nintendo have decided to go ahead and bring out the whole of Wave 4. And Wave 4 looks to be quite interesting, honestly. Obviously, I don't actually think Wave 4 at first glance looks as good as Wave 3, although honestly it's going to be quite tough to actually have a wave that beats Wave 3, because Wave 3 was just fantastic. But though this wave, there's a lot to be desired in this way, so let's get straight into it. So the first one is Tour Amsterdam Drift. So just bear in mind, I've never played Mario Kart Tour before, so I actually haven't played Amsterdam Drift. It looks really good though. I mean, looking at footage from YouTube and all that stuff, Amsterdam Drift looks like a really good, quite a calming, relaxing track based upon the Netherlands. So I'm really looking forward to playing Amsterdam Drift. I actually really do like the music as well, and also because of the windmills, because you know the Netherlands does have a lot of windmills. The track does remind me a lot of Daisy Hills. So hopefully that will mean that Nintendo won't bring back 3DS Daisy Hills, because there's no need, because Amsterdam Drift basically is Daisy Hills. So yeah, next up is GBA Riverside Park. Now I predicted this track to be Bowser's Castle, because I thought, you know what, it's about time we got a retro Bowser's Castle, because Mario Kart 8 hasn't gotten a single retro Bowser's Castle, which I found a bit weird. But no, they're going to bring back Riverside Park, and then according to the data mines of Wave 5, they're going to bring back Sunset Wilds, and then they're done with GBA tracks, which means that we're not going to be getting a GBA Bowser's Castle, which is a bit of a shame. But at the same time, I mean, Riverside Park, I mean, honestly, it's about time Nintendo brought back this track. I thought Nintendo completely forgot about this track. It was a fairly forgettable track in Mario Kart Super Circuit. I mean, not really a lot happened, although the remake looks so good. It looks so beautiful. It looks so colourful. It generally looks like you're driving across like a jungle or something like that. It looks beautiful. So I actually can't wait to drive on Riverside Park. And it also brought back the walking piranha plants from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So that is going to be really cool. So even though, yeah, I am a little bit upset that we're not going to get a GBA Bowser's Castle, because I thought, you know, a retro GBA Bowser's Castle would have been epic, and also because the music for GBA Bowser's Castle was fantastic. I would love to see what Nintendo could have done to remake the music. But alas, we're going to get Riverside Park, and honestly, I am okay with that, because we haven't seen Riverside Park for a very long time. Next up is Wii DK Snowboard Cross. Again, I predicted this to come back, and honestly, it was kind of a no-brainer. I was expecting this track to come back. It's a fan favourite track, even though I do find DK Snowboard Cross just to be a little bit overrated. However, again, it's a bit like Waluigi Pinball. Like, Nintendo couldn't not bring it back. It's a fan favourite, so yeah, that totally makes sense why Nintendo brought back DK Snowboard Cross. And to end the Fruit Cup will be Yoshi's Island. Now, Yoshi's Island is a brand new track that we've never seen before. So this is going to be really interesting. This track looks really good. It looks so colourful. I love the different Yoshi references that you can see in the background so far. And the track, I really like how this track has sort of like an orangey palette to it, and it just makes it look so vibrant and so colourful, just like the actual Yoshi's Island games, where the levels came across as really vibrant and really colourful, kind of like a children's drawing book or something like that. So it looks so epic, it looks so beautiful, and I cannot wait to race on Yoshi's Island. Afterwards, we get Tour Bangkok Rush. Now, I've actually never seen Bangkok Rush before. I've never seen it in Mario Kart Tour or anything. I haven't even seen any YouTube footage of Bangkok Rush, because it's a very new Mario Kart Tour track that I haven't really seen that much. So from what I can see from the footage for Tour Bangkok Rush, it kind of reminds me a lot of 3DS Shy Guy Bazaar. I don't really know what it is. It sort of gives me 3DS Shy Guy Bazaar vibes. And Shy Guy Bazaar is a really good track in Mario Kart 7, an incredibly underrated track. I'm quite looking forward to Bangkok Rush. It looks really good. Next up is the DS track, Mario Circuit. Boy, According to the data mines, due to the prefix leak, there was only one more DS track coming back, and everybody, including myself, were debating about whether it could either be Delfino Square or Airship Fortress. I predicted that it was Delfino Square because I thought Delfino Square is a bit more likely to come back, although I was, inside of me, I was hoping that it was going to be Airship Fortress since I absolutely love that track so much. But no, it's neither. The missing DS track is Mario Circuit. Boy, talk about an anticlimax. Yeah, I'm not super happy with Nintendo for bringing back Mario Circuit. This is really the only track in the Booster Course Pass for Wave 4 that I'm not looking forward to playing. I mean, oh my word, I can't believe this whole time when everybody was debating about whether it was going to be Airship Fortress or Delfino Square, we were really looking forward to see what that missing DS track is going to be. Turns out to be Mario Circuit. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been Figure 8 Circuit. It could have been Desert Hills. But really, Nintendo, Mario Circuit? Although, you never know, though. Because in Wave 3, when we found out that Peach Gardens was going to come back, I remember saying I was not looking forward to Peach Gardens because it looked so uninteresting. Although, when it actually did come out, what Nintendo did to that track was amazing. You know, how they made you go on the final lap backwards. It completely transformed Peach Gardens. And I ended up really liking Peach Gardens. So you never know. Maybe they might do something similar in Mario Circuit. So maybe on the final lap, make you go backwards. Or maybe in the final lap, make you go inside Peach's castle. I don't know, but that really is the only saving grace for DS Mario Circuit because I'm really not happy about this track coming back. But oh well, I suppose they can't all be winners. There are 48 of them anyway. I mean, we're bound to have one or two not so good tracks anyway. And next up is Luigi Stadium. Now, I am actually very surprised about this track because I wasn't expecting this track to come back until Wave 6. Because I remember Luigi Stadium was originally going to be in Wave 3. And then Nintendo switched Maple Treeway for Luigi Stadium at the last moment. So Maple Treeway, which was originally meant to be in Wave 6, ended up being in Wave 3. And then I thought, well, Luigi Stadium isn't going to come until Wave 6. But no, they brought back Luigi Stadium now in Wave 4. And if you think about it, I think it actually does make sense because the switch from Luigi Stadium to Maple Treeway in Wave 3 was a very last minute thing. I think the data miners leaked that switch around about 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks before the trailer for Wave 3 came out. So maybe by then Nintendo had already made Luigi Stadium and it was ready to go. So I guess Nintendo just thought, well, we've already got one ready-made track. Let's just release it now in Wave 4, then make something else for Wave 6. So yeah, I actually do understand why they brought back Luigi Stadium now, but again, it was unexpected, but no, it totally makes sense. And boy, this track looks quite weird actually. I mean, in the section with the half pipes with like the plastic piranha plants, the pipes are tilted vertically, whereas in the original and the Wii's remake they were horizontal. So that does look a bit weird. I don't really know how that's going to work in the game, but I guess we'll find out. I'm so pleased they brought back the half pipes as well because they pretty much made GC on Luigi Stadium. The track visually looks stunning. It looks so detailed. I mean, the dirt on the floor, I love how there's little puddles of water and also how there's like spare tyres just stacked on the course. The track visually looks so stunning and I cannot wait to see GC and Waluigi Stadium come back in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. And the final track of the Boomerang Cup is going to be Singapore Speedway. What can I really say about Singapore Speedway? It's a really good track, really solid track. And yeah, it's one of the best tracks in Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, what more can I say about this? I'm obviously looking forward to racing on Singapore Speedway because it looks like a really awesome track. So looking at the 8 tracks that are coming for Wave 4, I think the track that I am the most excited for is probably Yoshi's Island. I also am looking forward to racing on Riverside Park as well because, you know, it's about time Nintendo brought back GBA Riverside Park. And again, it looks beautiful. It looks like Nintendo's immaculate track record of recreating GBA tracks in Mario Kart 8 is going to continue with Riverside Park, and I cannot wait for it. And I guess the other one is probably Waluigi Stadium. If not, maybe Bangkok Rush, but I think Waluigi Stadium I'm more looking forward to. So the only track I'm saying I'm not looking forward to is DS Mario Circuit, but again, you never know. I wasn't looking forward to Peach Gardens, and that track ended up being one of the best tracks in Wave 3, so you know, maybe you go the final lap backwards or inside Peach's castle, or I don't even know. Let's just hope Nintendo does something really crazy to Mario Circuit in the final lap like they did with Peach Gardens. That's all I can really say. But boy, what an anticlimax. I can't believe we went from either Airship Fortress or Delfino Square to Mario Circuit. But anyway, looking at Wave 4 as a whole, obviously it's not as good as Wave 3. I'm just debating about whether it is better than Wave 1 or Wave 2. I do actually think it's better than Wave 2. Although, is it better than Wave 1? I say probably actually. I think it is actually better than Wave 1 because I think the Mario Kart Tour tracks are a lot stronger. I mean, Amsterdam Drift, Bangkok Rush and Singapore Speedway, they look way better than Paris Promenade and Tokyo Blur. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is going to be a good wave, but obviously it's not going to be as good as Wave 3. And obviously I wasn't really expecting Wave 4 to be as good as Wave 3 because Wave 3 was just unbelievable. It's going to be so hard for Nintendo to top Wave 3. So yeah, so overall I think Wave 4 is going to be quite a strong wave. Not as strong as Wave 3, although I think just slightly stronger than Wave 1 and obviously a lot stronger than Wave 2. So yeah, overall I am excited for Wave 4. It is happening, everybody. Wave 4, here we go. It is happening. And it's happening very soon. This is the reason why I'm uploading this video now instead of a week's time. Because it's coming out Thursday, March the 9th. That is so soon. Nintendo kind of just dropped this on us so unexpectedly. I was not expecting the trailer for Wave 4 to be this early. I thought it was going to be at the end of March and it will come out in about April. But no, it is coming out and it is coming out soon. Wave 4 looks epic. It's happening, everybody. Here we go for Wave 4. So of course, as always, before we end the video, let's take a look at some predictions I'm going to make for Wave 5. The ones in red are the ones that are coming back according to the music leak, then the ones in black are according to the previous leak. So obviously I'm just gonna predict the tracks first, and then I'm gonna change around the order a little bit. So for the SNES track, I think it's going to be Vanilla Lake. It's time for Vanilla Lake, Nintendo. Vanilla Lake needs to come back. I mean, you advertised it on Wii's Coconut Mall. You can't advertise Vanilla Lake and not bring it back. The only thing that kind of makes me a little bit nervous about Nintendo not bringing back Vanilla Lake is that they did bring back GBA Snowland for Wave 2, and I'm a bit worried Nintendo might think that, you know, GBA Snowland and Vanilla Lake might be too similar, but I don't care. I want Vanilla Lake. I think it's going to come back. So I think the missing SNES track is going to be Vanilla Lake. The question is, will it be Vanilla Lake 1 or Vanilla Lake 2? I think it's going to be 1. I hope it's going to be 2, because Vanilla Lake 2, in my opinion, is a better track than Vanilla Lake 1. But something tells me it's going to be Vanilla Lake 1. As for the missing Wii track, I think it's going to be Cooper Cape. And then as for the GCN track, I have a feeling it's going to be Daisy Cruiser. I did predict Daisy Cruiser to come back for Wave 4, so I'm going to predict it again. I'm going to try again for Daisy Cruiser. There's 2 tour tracks and 1 brand new track according to the previous leak. Now it's interesting because we sort of ran out of tour tracks after Los Angeles laps. Although there is actually Vancouver Velocity, although I'm not going to predict that until Wave 6. I have a feeling Nintendo wants to save Vancouver Velocity for Wave 6. However, there has been a data mine that Nintendo is going to make a track based upon Orlando. So I think maybe Wave 5 might be a good time to maybe release this Orlando track. I have no idea what it's going to be called, but it's going to be something based upon Orlando. And then as for the other Mario Kart tour track, apparently there's a data mine tour track based upon Athens in Greece and maybe one in Madrid in Spain. So again, I'm not super sure. This is just data mine information, so take this with a grain of salt. So out of the 2, assuming that they are correct, I'm going to go Athens. I think Nintendo might bring back Athens before they'll bring back Madrid. And as for the brand new track, again, according to the data mines, apparently there's a bathroom themed track that's going to come for Wave 5. That since there have been some bathroom related objects in the game's files, such as rubber ducks and all that stuff. However, Nintendo did release a brand new track in Mario Kart Tour not too long ago, being that Piranha Plant Cove as well. So that was very likely to come back in Wave 5 as well. So I think for Wave 5, they might bring back the Piranha Plant track first, since, you know, that's already pre-made in Mario Kart Tour, so Nintendo can easily just swap it over into Wave 5. And then they probably might work on the bathroom track, since, assuming that the bathroom track is going to come back and the data mines are true, I think they might save that until Wave 6, since it's a brand new track and there's a lot more to be done. I think it will begin with Los Angeles laps, and then it will be Vanilla Lake 1, and then Sunset Worlds, maybe the Athens track to finish the first cut for Wave 5. And as for the second, I think it might start with the Orlando track, and then go into Daisy Cruiser, then Weed Cooper Cape, and then finally end with Piranha Plant Cove. So those are going to be my predictions for Wave 5. So yeah, that is Wave 4. Honestly, I cannot wait for Wave 4. It's going to be epic. So yeah, so obviously in 2 weeks time, I'm going to be uploading a review for Wave 4 once I played all the tracks a certain number of times and making known my thoughts and feelings. The reason why I'm uploading this video on this Friday instead of next Friday, which is when I should be uploading, is because Nintendo literally just dropped this on us yesterday. We literally found out about this yesterday and it's coming out in a week's time. I wanted to do a video previewing Wave 4 before it comes out, and then afterwards do a video reviewing it afterwards. So that's the reason why it is this Friday. But don't worry, after this Friday it will be going back to every other Friday. So see you all in 2 weeks time, where we will be reviewing Wave 4 when it actually comes out. But let's get going, everybody. Wave 4 is here. Here we go.